Good morning, my dear students. Today we are discussing about the gram-negative cocci. So, what about the gram-negative cocci? And the next one, what is the risk factors? What is the pathophysiology? What is the symptoms? How to diagnose? How to prevent the gram-negative cocci? So, gram-negative bacilli are responsible for the numerous diseases. It is involved in the which type of diseases? Numerous diseases. Numerous diseases. So, in numerous diseases, few organisms are presented in them. These few the gram negative cocci are presented in them. It is involved in the diarrhea. It is involved in the diarrhea, and the next one involved in the bloodstream. Involved in the bloodstream, and the next one these are bloodstream and etc. Different types of body parts, different types of body organism, body fluids, it containing the gram negative cocci. So like due to the gram negative cocci, it cause the diarrhea, and the next one bloodstream is presented in the bloodstream, and the next one the gram negative bacteria cause the which type of disease? It cause the plague. It cause the plague, cholera. It cause the plague, cholera, and typhoid fever. Typhoid fever. These type of diseases are the produced by the gram negative cocci, including diarrhea also. Including diarrhea also. So this is about the gram negative cocci. Any examples? Examples is the meningococci is the best example. Is the meningococci and gonococci. Meningococci and gonococci. Meningococci and gonococci. Now we discuss about the meningococci. So meningococci, it is a gram negative bacilli or gram negative cocci. It is a gram negative cocci. Gram negative cocci. Which type of gram negative cocci? It is a gram negative aerobic cocci. It is a aerobic bacteria or aerobic cocci. Aerobic cocci. It is a aerobic cocci. And the next one, what is the family of the gram negative cocci? So family is a Neisseria. Family is a Neisseria. Neisseria family. Neisseria meningococci, Neisseria gonococci, Neisseria families. So Neisseria, and the next one, it causes the most different types of diseases are produced by the meningococci or gram negative cocci. So these are the produced by this is caused by the meningococci. 90% of the meningococcal diseases are the 90% of meningococcal infections. Meningococcal infections involve the meningitis, meningitis, and the next one meningococemia. Meningococemia. These two are the producers, and the next one, these involved in the meningococci is involved in the which type of diseases? So involved in the lungs, produces the lung diseases, and involved in the joints, mean joint diseases, arthritis, and involved in the respiratory passageways, involved in the passageways respiratory passageways, and involved in the eye and the endocardium and pericardium also. Endocardium, pericardium also. These type of organs or these type of body parts are involved in the gram negative cocci. And gram negative cocci involved in the these type of parts. So what is the pathophysiology of the meningococci? What is the pathophysiology of meningococci? Pathophysiology of meningococci. So meningococci is colonies are the it is direct contact with the respiratory secretions from the nasopharyngeal carrier. So it is a nasopharynx carrier. Nasopharynx carrier. So it is directly contact with the. It is directly contact with the. Directly contact with them. Contact with the respiratory secretions. Directly contact with the respiratory secretions. And the next one, it is involved in the after involved in our body, it causes the different types of diseases and different types of it produces the mainly effect on the vascular effects. It produces the vascular effects. It produces the vascular effects. And the next one, it is involved in the different types of diseases. What are there? It develops the septic shock, develop the septic shock, and as well as the involved in the permanent hearing loss, involved in the permanent hearing loss. And the next one, and the different types of diseases are produced by the this gram negative cocci. So this is the pathophysiology, mainly involved in the directly contact with the respiratory secretions. Directly contact with the respiratory secretions. So it produces the different types of diseases in our body. For example, septic shock and loss of hearing, permanent hearing loss. Also, these are produces. What is the risk factors of the meningococci? So risk factors. So mostly frequently infected are the children's. Is the mostly these are the meningococci infected in the children's only, especially children's. So age from them 6 months to 3 years. 6 months to 3 years. So other high risk groups involved in the, so maximum 90% these gram negative cocci affected in the children, especially age 6 months to 3 years. So in other high risk groups involved in there, not only children's, other groups also. So others, what are there? So the adolescents, and the next one, military recruits, and the next one, so travelers, so from one country to another country, the travelers. And the next one, microbiologist also, microbiologist. So these are these the risk factors for these type of people. And the next one, what is the symptoms and signs? What is the symptoms and signs? So symptoms, these are different types of symptoms are identified with the gram negative cocci. What are they? Like fever, headache, and the next one, stiff neck is in the next one, nausea, vomiting. And these type of symptoms are identified in our body after after entering into gram negative cocci. And the next one, it is involved in the different types of diseases like chronic diseases also, and joint pains is involved occur in our body. And the next one, adrenal hemorrhage also identified in our body. So this is about the signs and symptoms of the signs and symptoms meningococci. So the next one, how to diagnosis of these type of bacteria or these type of gram negative cocci. How to diagnosis means how to identify it. So it is identified by the gram stain and cultures with the using of the gram staining method. And the next one, cultures also with the using of the cultures. So identify the gram negative cocci. Not only with the gram staining and cultures, it is determined by the serological methods also. Serological method means a transfer to one 10 ml of sample transfer to like this. Don't draw this diagram in your notes. This 10 ml of sample. So in the 10 ml of sample, 1 ml of sample transferred to another one test tube. It already containing the 9 ml of water and 1 ml of sample. Here transfer one by one, serological methods. So with the using of the serological methods also determine the gram negative cocci in our body. And the next one, what is the treatment? What is the treatment? So treatment with the using of the different types of drugs are involved in the treatment of the gram negative cocci. So what are they? So dexamethasone, and cephalosporins, cephalosporins, and the cephalosporins. These two drugs are involved in the treatment of particular gram negative cocci. And the next one, vaccines also we are using vaccines. So these two vaccines are we are using quadrivalent conjugated vaccines, or we are using quadrivalent conjugate vaccines are we are using. So the bivalent conjugated quadrivalent vaccines and bivalent conjugated vaccines. So these two vaccines are we are using for the treatment of this gram negative cocci. So this is about the gram negative cocci. So any doubts from this topic, tomorrow we will discuss.